the rotation and lock. What's going on? What going on? What happening? Let go. Yeah, I'm getting y'all a different vibe today. Can y'all hear me good? Dallas in the building. Shedeur leads out the door. Sanders leads out the door. What going on? Almost draft time. Yup. That's why I went live for the draft. I would not live stream the draft. That mess last night was ridiculous. We hear that art pack. Been loving it. Yeah, I ain't driving. Yeah, I'm in the passenger seat. Did he leave the building? Ooh, Shedeur. Nah, he ain't leave. I'm here to back home. I'm on drive time. Nah, Joe Thomas, he gave a reality check to Shedeur. A reality check to Shedeur. And I'm telling you, coming from a Cleveland Browns legend, Shedeur need to listen. Now, it ain't nothing bad to me. It ain't nothing bad what he said. It ain't nothing bad that he said. But, you know, you can take it however you want to take it. Yeah, that little dirt. That's my first time seeing that. Anyway, it ain't nothing bad. And I'm about to read it to you. So, Joe Thomas said, I think he has a high ceiling. He talking about Shedeur now. He's a great playmaker. He has tremendous accuracy. He has that feel of how to make those big plays. But just because you have that ceiling that's really high and that potential to be able to do, that doesn't mean you can do it right now. I think the reason Shedeur fell to the 5th round is because they feel like he's got a lot of development and he still need to do before he can be an NFL starting quarterback, said Joe Thomas. Now, we know from the reports from Mary Kay and what Albert Beer be talking about, they be lying. But for Andrew Berry to come out and say Shedeur is like he know English, but he need to learn Mandarin, a whole nother language. But to me, you just simplify it to the point to where it's easier to understand. That's in my opinion. But I understand the verbiage and the lingo is different in the NFL. And the learning curve is going to be a curve for anybody. Even the supercomputer Dylan Gabriel, it's going to be a curve. Even for that quarterback they supposedly going to draft in 2026 draft, it's going to be a learning curve for that quarterback too. Because like I told y'all, he don't know the Browns playbook. Just like Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, they didn't know the playbook before they got there. So you can't tell me somebody is farther behind if they starting in the same spot. Now, everybody learn different. That's what I'm saying. It normally take 3 to 4 years to actually tell if a player gonna pan out in the NFL. So we in year 1 right now. We still got 2 more years for Shedeur to determine if he gonna be a starter, a backup, or a glorified bench player. We don't know exactly what he gonna be, but we know what we seen in Colorado, and we know his potential and what he can do and his ceiling. And he might not even have a ceiling. Jamil, you got a Bentley truck. Come on, bro. You be giving me $1.99 on Super Chat, and you run around in the Bentley truck. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to get the reps. You can't tell me You want somebody to compete for a starting spot or a starting job as a quarterback competition, and you steady not giving him the reps that he need to compete. We don't know if Shedeur, if he run with the first team, we don't know what Shedeur can really do. All we know is that he ran with the second team and he tore up Carolina. So that could be an indication, oh coach, let him run with the first team and let's see what he do. I'm telling you, that coach, that great offensive round, that best aspect of the game. That's what I'm saying though. Or Jizzy, that's what I'm saying. If you want to develop a player and really want that player, you gonna do everything there and talk to that GM and that owner. And when they was sitting in that room in that front office of the Jaguars, they said, whatever you need, we gonna get it for you. We gonna do it. So you know they gonna build around Trevor Hunter. They ain't gonna build around Trevor Lawrence. They gonna build around Travis Hunter now. Because they know what they got. You got a unicorn. You got a player that can play both ways and dominate on both sides of the ball. Cleveland don't know what they got in Shedeur because they keep believing in Dylan Gabriel. They want to believe in their draft pick, not Shedeur. They were forced to draft him. They were forced to draft Shedeur. But Shedeur got the highest ceiling. Now maybe on the other side, they actually is developing Shedeur. Maybe they actually is developing them. But we ain't gonna know until 2 to 3 years later anyway. And I know the owner, he looking at that new stadium. I want to have a winning team going into that stadium. That's why he said about building through the draft. That's why he trying to accumulate as many draft picks as possible. But just accumulating many draft picks as possible don't mean you're going to draft the right player. Because if you still at the bottom of the barrel and you don't draft the right players, your team ain't going to be no better than what it was. So you drafting the quarterback next year in the 2026 draft after we done seen all of them play. I ain't watched the Indiana quarterback, but after we done seen all of them play this weekend, tell me put in a quarterback better than Shedeur. I'll wait. Arch Manning the bed. The Clemson quarterback and the